Monaco-born race car driver Charles Leclerc currently races in Formula One for the Scuderia Ferrari team. Before joining Formula One, he won the GP3 Series championship in 2016 and the FIA Formula 2 championship in 2017. Charles made his Formula One debut in 2018 for Sauber, an affiliate of Ferrari, and became the second youngest driver to qualify for pole position in Formula One at the 2019 Bahrain Grand Prix. He also had his first career win in Belgium in the 2019 season, and won the pole trophy in the 2019 season as well, becoming the youngest driver to win it. He's currently got a net worth of $12 million, and in this video, we're going to be exploring how he spends all his millions. Number 6. His car collection. According to reports, Charles Leclerc is a car enthusiast, which kind of makes sense considering his profession is a race car driver. However, this also means that his Formula One superstar doesn't settle for just any average four-wheel car. He's known to have a taste for supercars, and pretty expensive ones at that. His car collection is said to be worth about $7 million, and these are the cars in it. Since Charles Leclerc drives for Scuderia Ferrari, you would expect that most of his cars will be Ferrari supercars. That's not entirely true, or false either, as he's known to have only 2 Ferrari cars in his collection. The 2 Ferrari cars in his collection are the Ferrari GTC4 and the Ferrari F8 Tributo. The Ferrari GTC4 is one Ferrari car that defies the usual mold of their other cars, as it comes with a hatchback. It's powered by a 6.3-liter V12 engine, making the car the most powerful in its segment. It can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.5 seconds, with a top speed of 208 miles per hour. The car is unique in shape, and it comes with enough power and speed to make it worthy of the price tag. This car is said to cost about $850,000. Unlike the Ferrari GTC4, the Ferrari F8 Tributo has the standard mold of popular Ferrari cars. The Ferrari F8 Tributo is a 710 horsepower tribute to the Berlinettas of the past, and it's a reverence to the most powerful V8 engine in the prancing horse's history. It features state-of-the-art aerodynamics, a lovely interior, and many other exciting features that make its $590,000 price tag worth it. Charles Leclerc also owns a McLaren GT worth $800,000. This is a mid-engine car for ideal weight distribution, skirting the line between continent-crossing Grand Tourer and corner-carving supercar. The McLaren GT is powered by a twin-turbo 4.0-liter V8 engine that will rocket to 62 miles per hour in like 3.2 seconds. Additionally, the GT has usable storage space and Grand Tourer comfort. It makes it really cool to drive a car to have at hand for various occasions. Among the cars in his collection is one of the most expensive Bugatti supercars in the world. The Bugatti Chiron is worth about $3 million, and it comes with enough power and performance to blow many other cars out of the water. This Bugatti supercar harnesses its powerful engine to explode past 60 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds on its way to a top speed of 261 miles per hour. That's just... I don't believe it. Only a few celebrities own a car like this, one of them being Portuguese soccer star Cristiano Ronaldo. He also owns one of the world's most expensive Rolls-Royce cars. The Rolls-Royce Wraith features a 6.6-liter turbocharged V12 engine, accelerating to 60 miles per hour in under 5 seconds. Rolls-Royce has been known sometimes to release special edition versions of their already incredible hand-built cars. According to the Sports Rush, Charles' Rolls-Royce Wraith cost him a cool $1 million. Among his least expensive cars is the Jaguar XF, costing $125,000, and his Land Rover Discovery, worth $175,000. His Jaguar and Land Rover cars are celebrated vehicles associated with comfort, presence, and performance in many cases. The Jaguar XF, while perhaps less sporty than his other supercars, is a combination of performance and luxury. Also, the Land Rover Discovery is probably the only practical vehicle in Charles' collection from the British Isles. Number 5. His house. A lot of current and previous Formula One race car drivers have purchased a house in Monaco, and it's almost become a trend against Formula One race car drivers to have a house in the country. This is mainly because they wish to take advantage of its lavish standard of living and relaxed tax laws. It kind of makes sense that Charles Leclerc will also have a house there, especially since he originally came from there. Charles Leclerc has an apartment in Monte Carlo, which is said to be quite stunning, even though it's pretty simple. The apartment has an exquisite kitchen with a white marble countertop, surrounded by white cabinets alongside a wine fridge. His kitchen looks and definitely feels like a very luxurious space. Moving on to his amazing living room. The talking point of this space and the entire house is a grand white piano in the living room. The handcrafted Steinway & Sons beauty is the centerpiece of his living room, and Charles has on numerous occasions shared videos of sessions tickling the ivories. This piano is quite expensive and is said to have cost over $130,000 at the least. However, whenever Charles isn't improving his musical skills, he can be found doing some sim racing in a room dedicated to gaming. He is seen in a small all-white box room knitted out with a top-of-the-range gaming chair and headphones. Spends a lot of time on his console when he's away from the pressures of Formula 1, and he regularly streams his sessions for fans to watch on his YouTube channel. Also, in his living room, there is a wooden cabinet that's filled with helmets sporting different designs and the trophies he's won in his impressive racing career so far. Charles Leclerc is definitely not shy of showcasing his achievement in the racing world. He's said to live in his apartment with his girlfriend Charlotte Sign. Number 4. Lucurious Yacht. It's considered the norm to have a boat or some form of sea vessel that can be used to sail the seas, and since Charles Leclerc is a son of the land, he has his own sea vessels for the purpose. However, unlike others who got a small boat, Charles has a super yacht that he usually uses to entertain his girlfriend Charlotte Sign and his friends. The name of the super yacht is Monza, after the Grand Prix he won in 2019. It is a Riva Dolce Riva super yacht worth over $1.8 million. It has a length of 48 feet and can accommodate up to 4 guests in 2 cabins. The lower deck features an L-shaped sofa with a coffee table in the middle, with a living area having a massive king-size bed and a neatly designed bathroom. The super yacht was built in 2020 and can achieve a top speed of 35 knots. Charles happily shows off his prized possession on Instagram when he has some downtime, and he loves getting behind the wheel. Number 3. Private jet. Unfortunately, Charles Leclerc doesn't have a private jet of his own. However, he does have access to one thanks to Ferrari. This is apparently one of the perks of driving for the company. Charles joined the Italians in 2019, and he's since been using their amazing private jet. Reports say that to charter this jet privately costs $22,000 per hour. The Vista jet, which is a partner of the Ferrari Formula 1 team, is fitted with beds and a number of comfy chairs. Charles's teammate, Sainz, showed off the incredible plane as he took a video of himself walking through the aircraft and posted it on social media. He then took a selfie alongside Charles, poking fun at them as they awaited takeoff by captioning them with the words, "Number 1 bullsh guy," above his head. Sainz also added photos of the plane's interior and wrote, "This is incredible. Thanks, at Vista Jet." Number 2. Charitable acts. Charles Leclerc was chosen by the Princess of Monaco, Princess Charlene, to join the ranks of ambassadors for her charity foundation. This charity foundation was created with the aim of developing sports values in children. And who better to pick as an ambassador than Charles Leclerc? During the pandemic, he volunteered with the Red Cross and assisted with several tasks. He delivered meals to elderly people who couldn't leave their homes, helped transport equipment to the Princess Grace Hospital Center, and he distributed meals to Red Cross volunteers. This was after he had also assisted Princess Charlene in promoting her mask initiative and raced online to raise money for the World Health Organization's COVID-19 Response Fund. The virtual series, also known as Race for the World esports competition, looked to raise money for the World Health Organization's COVID-19 Solidarity Relief Fund with the help of Formula 1 race car drivers like Lando Norris, Alex Albon, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Williams duo George Russell and Nicholas Latifi. Charles was one of those involved in setting up the initiative, with the aim of the series being to raise $100,000 to help battle the devastating effects of COVID-19 worldwide. The races were streamed online, while the donations page was also attached. The event promoters said, "The initiative is a response to the current global pandemic lockdown. It gives the drivers another opportunity to race online, to entertain fans across the world, and to raise some money for the WHO Fund that's been established to help fight coronavirus across the world." Number 1. Fashion and endorsements. In the world of competitive sports, it's very normal for an athlete to have a couple of endorsements from various companies. The same applies to Formula 1. And while Charles Leclerc is considered an upcoming star in the Formula 1 world, he's managed to get himself a couple of endorsement deals with reputable companies, which only means more money for him. Charles Leclerc had endorsement deals with the luxury watch company Richard Mille and has been spotted wearing a couple of their very expensive timepieces worth tens of thousands of dollars. He also has an endorsement deal with Italian luxury fashion brand Giorgio Armani and its made-to-measure line. This means that he's granted access to really fashionable suits and other outfits from the luxury fashion house, which would have cost others thousands. He also mostly prefers using Ray-Ban sunglasses amid the American-Italian company's partnership with Scuderia Ferrari. And there you have it. Thank you for watching how Charles Leclerc spends his millions.